Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a guide on the boss Zamorak and going through pads 1 to 7 on best ways to deal damage to the boss. Basically just get to the end of the fight and get your kills. This is a range rotation guide, so if you're using a different style, like defeating the pads, this guide will still help you, but your rotation is going to be slightly different, which I'm sure will be totally fine as long as you know what you're doing with your rotation. It will still help you understand the pads and basically just know when to deal the damage. Now at 100% plus you should easily be able to skip the mechanics with this rotation. Now with my best in slot I can do it past 500% up to like 1000, but if you haven't got best in slot or you've got a few niche items, you can probably do it up to about 500%, which is still not low in rage, which skipping pads as well and getting shorter kill times is very good to do. But without me waffling too much and just talking and boring you, let's just get straight into this guide and hopefully get you guys some kills. Alright, so let's start with the gear setups. So I currently have the 5-piece Elite Dracolich and the Bow of the Last Guardian. This is highly over the top and it's not needed for 500%, but anything above that I would definitely say it's good to have. But the borderline is the 3-piece Dracolich set, so the normal one, not the Elite, the 3-piece Dracolich, the basic version for the rapid fire, otherwise it won't work. As for the bow, I have the Last Guardian, which is the best in slot. Below that is the Seren God bow, which you'd use instead of having EOF. And below that is a Noxious bow, which you can also use. The EOF with a dark bow is highly recommended, as this is where you're getting a lot of your damage from in this rotation. Also, Greater Ricochet is one of the good abilities to have to build your stacks. If you don't have it, it's not essential, don't worry. It's just a nice boost to getting your stacks quicker. But other than that, everything else is just basically the best things you can get. So like your book, I've got the Grim, but if you can't get the Grim book, then anything else below that is fine. So a Wen book, for example. Basically just whatever you have that can match the best in slot for your style. Same goes for your cape and your ring. But other than that, that should be it for your gear setup. Okay, so as for my inventory setup, I've got the blue blubber jellyfish, which saves adrenaline getting used, which I definitely recommend. However, for the brews, these are the best, but you can use the normal ones. They are cheaper, but if you can get these, that's great. And then obviously I have my EOF dark bow switch. I have my Seren God bow on equip. And then I've got the power burst of vitality, which you need for phase 7. If you have the enhanced Excalibur, that's good for extra bit of health. If not, it's okay. Whatever adrenaline potion you have, your vulnerability bombs, you need this ring of death that I have, by the way, for phase 7, and then take it overload and some prayer potions. That's basically it. Don't forget your runes with your necromancy to use darkness, which obviously saves you being hit a ton of damage, and that's about it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Zamorak. So you enter his arena once you finish the dungeon or you've got a kill already, and you just teleport there and choose what enrage you want to do, and you teleport with a chest. And you enter into something like this. So you have 6 chaos witches around each pad, and there is 6 pads and runes above them. So you want to take out the witches from right to left, working your way all the way back to this B rune, because we start over here. Now the rotation's a bit different for us because the pad is self-explanatory, so it's 1 to 6 left to right. That's the order of the pads and what you call them. But our rotation is slightly off chart compared to that. So we start at pad 2 and move our way to pad 1, and then we'll jump straight to pad 4, and then we'll go to 6, down to 5, and finish on pad 3. Now I am putting this up on screen with me, so I hope you are following. I am going to try and take it as slow as possible. I'm not going to try and rush and talk things because I don't want to get anybody confused or complicated, because it is a bit complicated. So that is the best route basically for defeating the boss. So 2, 1, 4, 6, 5, 3. Now, if you want to write that down to get learning, that's totally fine. I did it at the start too, but that is the rotation you want to be doing. But with that covered, I'm going to jump straight into the kills and explain each pad as I'm doing it. But this is all you need to know, that you have 6 different pads with runes above them. And obviously to start the fight, you just got to kill the witches. And then you start over here at pad 2 where Zamorak will spawn. Alright, so I'm going to go for a whole kill and basically what you need to be doing for each pad, when to do the damage. I'm starting on a 250%. Enrage kill, just so I can kind of go easy with it and speak at the same time without too much concentration. So first off, obviously as I mentioned, you want to get all your prayers up and start hitting your chaos witches, like I said, from right to left. any abilities you want. It don't really matter. Usually I stack my when stacks with this, the icy chills here at the bottom, and then once I have all of them, you just hold on to them by using another basic to basically reset the 30-second duration you get to use them. And then on the last switch, you want to switch with your Pernix, or however you use your switches, to your death spot arrows, and you want to just build them up, get them up as much as possible as well. And then Zamorak will come over to you on pad 2. As I mentioned, you want to go to pad 2, and then you want to finish off getting your death spore stacks whilst getting Zamorak's HP down as much as possible. And then you want to use your death spores into a death swiftness, imbue shadows, bow spec, vulnerability bomb. Stand on the pad and go into a rapid fire. As that charges up, use the SGB and your dark bow. You get full adrenaline back, use another dark bow and another dark bow. And it is quite literally as simple as that for each pad. And then you'll come over to pad 1. For a bleed on Zamorak, then use the extra player button to go up to the witch and make sure you anticipate so you don't get stunned, and just kill off the witch. Once you have killed off the witch, you just want to use your action button and go straight back up, and then keep his HP quite low, use the corruption shot again, then build your when stacks like we just did, basically just doing the same rotation as we just did and what I've been showing you. And then you want to get your death spore stacks back again. And as soon as you have them, just go straight into another death swiftness, imbue shadows, bow spec. You don't really need to do loads, to be fair, this time. And then rapid fire on the pad once you stand on it. Switch back to your when arrows, come off the pad once it's charged, go into an SGB dark bow, get your adrenaline back, go into another dark bow, into another dark bow. Now I'm hoping it's not too quick. I'm trying my best to explain this. But as you can see, that's already 2 pads down and we haven't even got a single mechanic yet. And it's going to continue staying that way. So we'll go over to pad 4, bring Zamorak with us. We will just follow you, stay tagged onto you. From another bleed, back up to the witch again. You go up to the witch with every pad. Don't forget to do this. And just kill off the witch. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. It's actually just DPS in the witch. And then as soon as she is dead, go back up with the extra action button. And once again, simply go into that same rotation. So, got my when stacks, I'll get my death spores. And as soon as they proc, you want to go straight into a death swiftness. Imbue shadows, I'm not even going to bow spec this time. I'm just going to stand on the pad, vulnerability bomb, and rapid fire. Change back to my when arrows. Come off the pad once it's charged into an SGB dark bow. Get my gen back, do another dark bow and another dark bow. And you basically just delete even his grey HP as well as skipping his actual main HP. For another bleed, come over to pad 6. Again, go up to the witch. Don't forget to anticipate every time you come up here, as you see me getting stunned last time I came up. Go straight back down into that same rotation. Might seem a bit tedious. I just want to make sure everyone sees every kind of pad and how I go about it, but it's pretty much the exact same, so it's not too confusing at all. So it's very easy. Make sure you rapid fire once you stand on the pad. Once it's charged and your rapid fire is finished, come off the pad, go into your SGB dark bow, get your gem back and do another 2 dark bows. It's as simple as that. And then just get his HP down out of the grey as low as possible. So when you go up to the witch, he stays low HP. Just rapid fire the witch. Just get that killed off. Go back up again. And simply again, same rotation. This pad will be a bit different. So obviously we get our stacks. You want to then get your death spores, go straight into a death swift, imbue shadows, step on the pad, wait until it starts charging, rapid fire, kind of simultaneously really. Switch arrows, get ready to SGB once the pad's charged, come off it into an SGB dark bow, into another dark bow, into another dark bow. Now once you phase this pad, just watch out for these rings on the floor as they will stun you and deal a lot of damage. But what you do want to do is you want to come over to this last pad, because there's always one on this pad, so just be careful of that. And you want to devotion and anticipate, then pray magic, or once you can do a quick swap, just to clear that pad and not take any damage at all. Just as simple as that. And then once again, carry on doing the same thing. So we go back up to the witch, want to anticipate and rapid fire. Just delete the witch, get that down, just kill it as quick as possible, straight back up. Now you want to do the same thing again. So got my stacks, get my death spores, And as soon as you have them, go into a Death Swift, Imbue Shadows. At this point, put your Ring of Death on for this last pad. And then step on the pad, rapid fire. And then once the pad's charged, you come off the pad. And then use your SGB, Dark Bow. And then save Summer Gen if you want and just use a threshold. And then as soon as we go up, you want to instantly surge or just walk and kill this demon that spawns. Just rapid fire with your Wen arrows. Build your stacks as quickly as possible. Get on Zamorak. Wait for the runes. Build your Wen stacks and then switch with Death Spores. And then you want to get off the first rune whilst building your stacks. Come back to Zamorak. Finish off getting those stacks. Death Swift. And then go over and bleed this rune and imbue shadows it. Come back to Zamorak for a bleed. And then rapid fire Zamorak. A Dren Pot. Switch to your arrows. SGB Vit Pot as he hits you. Into an SGB Dark Bow. Into another Dark Bow. Now, I know that was very fast paced, and I'm sorry, I tried to explain it as I was doing it. It's just a very quick last phase that you need to be doing. But that is literally it. Now, I know I say that like it was not a lot to be speaking about. Honestly, it was very easy, and obviously it was a bit harder whilst trying to explain it and not die. But it's literally as simple as that. It's just rotation after rotation. It literally just relies on this rapid fire rotation. That is literally it. And you need your vitality pot for your last phase. So basically you want to use this power burst of vitality as he's about to hit you with a melee attack after you've killed off the runes. So you want to kind of time it within a second or two. It doesn't have to be dead on. Just do it just before he hits you, so it'll last long enough to double your HP and tank the hit. And that's when obviously you do your SGB Dark Bow rotation. And just like that, you have yourself a 250% enrage kill. And this works the exact same at 500%. You just want to obviously watch being damaged, but if you use your resonance and get your HP back with the hits that he does, and then you're fine. But that is literally it. Okay, so I do appreciate if you're still here and you've watched this video. I do hope that it was worth your time. I've briefly explained everything and even showed a full kill just so you can see a rough idea of what I'm doing for each pad, and it just gives you that example to go back and use to look at, and if you get stuck, it's just something to go off. But if you have any other questions or want to let me know how this maybe helped you or didn't help you, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll reply to all of them. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.